Here are all of Taylor Swift's self-directed music videos ranked critics' picks. The pop icon has been behind the camera for 14 music videos. Taylor Swift performs on stage during Taylor Swift, the Eras Tour at Wembley Stadium on August 15, 2024 in London, England. Singer, songwriter, producer, and director. The multihyphenate talents of Taylor Swift cannot be ignored. With eyes on a full-length film directorial debut, Swift has cut her teeth on many of her music videos. Since 2019, the Fate of Ophelia star has directed 14 of her own videos, 3 with partners and the other 11 completely solo. Her albums Lover, Folklore, Evermore, Midnights, Red, Taylor's Version, The Tortured Poets Department, and A Life of a Showgirl all feature her masterminded visual creations. And she's been heavily awarded for her efforts. Of her 5 MTV VMA Video of the Year wins, 4 of them were for videos where she sat in the director's chair, You Need to Calm Down, co-directed with Drew Kirsch, All Too Well, the short film, Anti-Hero, and Fortnite Feat. Post Malone, her win for Bad Blood was under the helm of Joseph Kahn. And The Man, her first solo directorial experience, took home Best Direction, as did All Too Well, Anti-Hero, and Fortnite at MTV's Venerable Show. A.T.W. even earned the Grammy for Best Music Video in 2023, and Fortnite was nominated in that same category in 2025. Scroll below for our ranking of Swift's self-directed videos, and for more on Swift, check out our rankings of her songs written for movies, her title tracks, and her biggest Billboard hits. Not included in this list are the home or concert footage-based videos that she directed throughout her career, like I'm Only Me When I'm With You from 2008, The Best Day from 2009 and 2021, Christmas Tree Farm from 2019, Cardigan, Cabin in Candlelight Version from 2020, and I Can Do It With a Broken Heart from 2024. Album, Lover, Year, 2019 co-director, Dave Meyers. Taylor let go of the Serpentine Reputation era by literally exploding a snake into butterflies at the beginning of the video for what would be Lover's first single. Co-starring again Brendan Urie as both foil and mirror to Swift's difficult but lovable protagonist. The colorful and bright visuals and special effects galore enhance the saccharine, bubblegum pop of the track. Cardigan. Album, Folklore. Year, 2020 for Cardigan. Swift faced a daunting task. Filmed during the beginnings of the COVID-19 pandemic, she elegantly carries it entirely on her own, offering an antique and dusted setting that leads her to greener pastures, which then throws her into the sea. Ultimately, she finds her way back home to the cozy comfort of the sweater that launched 1,000 cardigans. Willow. Album, Evermore, Year, 2020. Sister albums and sister videos. Willow begins as Cardigan ends, in the same dusty attic in front of the same stained piano with the same muted aesthetic. This time, there's company, including a witch-like coven that Swift would transfer to the Eras stage and a sweet love story for the ages. You Need to Calm Down. Album, Lover. Year, 2019 co-director, Drew Kirsch. A celebrity-filled clip, Laverne Cox, Jess Tyler Ferguson, Sarah, Ada Rippon, Haley Kiyoko, Billy Porter, RuPaul, Ryan Reynolds, and most surprising, Katy Perry. Swift's ode to LGBT allyship bursts with rainbow-colored sass and pride. The Man. Album, Lover. Year, 2020. Dressed in drag, Taylor appends criticisms thrown at successful women in this lamentation on those double standards, successfully subverting the commentary she's received through the years. With a cute meta-appearance as her director's self, asking the male lead, also her, if he can be more likable. Karma Feed. Ice Spice. Album, Midnights. Year, 2023. Before the Fate of Ophelia, Taylor kept it 100 on the land, the sea, and the sky, traversing through space, the ocean, and even a yellow brick road in the elaborately cinematic Karma. I Can See You. Album, Speak Now, Taylor's Version. Year, 2023. Metaphorically challenging the state of Swift's masters at the time. I Can See You finds Taylor Lautner, Joey King, and Presley Cash breaking the singer out of a vault in a museum with plenty of audacious thrills. Bejeweled. Album, Midnights. Year, 2022. In a preview of her showgirl aesthetic, this Cinderellian tale sees house wench Taylor oppressed by her wicked stepmother, Laura Dern, and stepsisters, Est, Danielle, and Alana Haim, only to find strength through her fairy tale-esque godmother, Dita Von Teese, who teaches Swift how to make the whole place shimmer. As for the prince, Jack Antonoff, well, she ghosts him, obviously. A diamond's gotta shine. Lavender Haze. Album, Midnights. Year, 2023. Swift prances around in the aesthetically retro clip, questioning the preconceived notions about her value in a relationship. All she just wants to stay in that lavender haze, the dreamy happiness of content, with her partner, played by transgender activist and model Laith Ashley. A positively progressive casting choice by Swift. Fortnite Feet. Post Malone. Album, The Tortured Poets Department. Year, 2024. Post Malone and Swift's chemistry quietly sizzles in the grandiose Fortnite that follows the progression of a tortured poet. The Noirish approach complements the fleeting and doomed love affair between the two. And in a fabulous nod to the Dead Poets Society, Ethan Hawke and Josh Charles appear as mad scientists experimenting on the troubled heroine. Anti-hero. Album, Midnights. Year, 2022. What's better than one Taylor Swift? 3 Taylor Swifts, one as the moral center, one the devil on the other's shoulder, and a giant one, who represents the overwhelming monster on the hill and likely Swift's thoughts on her celebrity. Featuring a hilarious imagining of what her funeral, starring Mark Perbiglia, John Early as her sons and Mary Elizabeth Ellis as her daughter-in-law, would look like. The video ends with the 3 Swifts sharing a bottle of wine. She thinks she's the problem, but here, she takes her introspective hit to a whole new level. Lover. Album, Lover. Year, 2019. Co-director, Drew Kirsch. With a gorgeous mid-century modern appeal, Swift depicts a beautiful ode to devotion, floating through longing and anxiety while building the foundation that houses their passions and intimacy. Although, she would burn it down during the Eras tour. The Fate of Ophelia. Album, The Life of a Showgirl. Year, 2025. After the spark of a flame ignites, the one-take shots of Ophelia race through exquisitely drawn evolutions of showgirls, a model for the painting that takes its inspiration from the Friedrich Heiser canvas of the title character, itself inspired by the Milia's rendering, a burlesque performer, a go-go dancer, actresses, Busby Berkeley starlets, Vegas performers, and of course, modern pop stars, an elevated and impressive feat of filmmaking. All Too Well, the short film. Album, Red, Taylor's version. Year, 2021. Timeless and bittersweet, Swift captures the feelings of a situationship to end all situationships, with Sadie Sink and Dylan O'Brien portraying a couple who weren't built to last. Forged in the personal yet universal, Swift uses all 14 minutes, expanding on the 10 from the song itself, to lay bare a story of love and betrayal, and the longing that's left at the end.